we made it up this hill, we can make it anywhere.
Well, I mean, that's half the battle right there. I hear, though, coming down is the worst part.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
You gonna put us on YouTube?
If I can. Why not? You have to tend to it all night long too, here and there, or you can just...
I hope to get some sleep.
Maine Maple Sunday has been around for years now, giving people a chance to step inside real sugar houses and see how maple syrup gets made. Of course, being late March in Maine, a snowy day like this isn't exactly out of the question.
So this year we have 2,400 total taps. So we gained a little bit from last year. This side here we have 525. Everything is vacuum fed that we have. All together up here in this section between this and that side over there is 1,200.
Wow, yeah.
So you say vacuum fed, you're actually pulling it.
Yep, we're pulling it from the trees. Everything is from the main lines here. It's going to get everything drawn down to the pump house. And from the pump house, it's going to get pumped up and over the driveway and directly into the sap house. So basically, you don't have to touch anything up here.
Yep.
That's our pump house here, so everything will get pumped down to there. From there, it'll go up and over the driveway and right into the sap house.
Yeah, a little bit.
Enjoy.
Our first stop was Long Drive Acres Maple. We ended up spending more time there than anywhere else that day. Once inside, the founder was kind enough to answer our questions and walk us through the process in a way that really stuck with us. Well, tell me about, you've been doing this a while.
Since I was 10, so
Wow.
better than 50 years. He's got a hydrometer down there, so he's checking sat density all the time to make sure it's right, and then you make adjustments. But it's pretty automated, but it's not. It's hands-on on it. And then there's natural bacteria in the tree because of warmer weathers. You'll go to darker syrup. Most people like darker syrup because it has more maple flavor.
I've been told that maple syrup never really goes bad. Is that true?
Yeah, if you go to the grocery store and you buy maple syrup, a lot of it comes out of Canada, and that could be, right now the reserve is low, but they've had syrup in reserve for 10 years.
How long is the season for you? Just as soon as it starts to warm up, start then?
We are usually about a month here. I always figure between March 10th and April 10th. Last year our last boil was April 17th. In part because I concentrate the sap and put it in a bulk tank and chill it, so I can decide when I boil, not the sap low.
Right.
But yeah, I got records that show as long as I'm tapped by the 10th of March. And this year our first sap run was March 8th. We were tapped.
Right.
You know, general rule, a month.
Some seasons produce more than others, I imagine.
Yep. Last year was a record year for us. I'm in hopes this year we added some more taps, so it'll be a better year.
I mean, I've got this app right. This is correct. This is nothing more than a large vat being heated up like a large pan, oversized.
This is what they call the flue pan, the back section.
All right.
So the fire actually comes up, travels up and through here. There's channels, and then it has to go down. So it comes up, goes across, and drops down to increase square footage where the flames are touching.
Okay.
And force the heat, so you get more square footage of heating surface.
You guys want to try some maple cream?
Yes, please.
Have you ever had it before?
I don't know if I have.
It's been a while for me, and it was, I don't even know what it was, but I got it.
So, it's just maple syrup cooked to 234 degrees, and then put into an ice bath
Please.
where it's cooled. And then put into this machine, which just breaks down the sugar crystals to give it that smooth consistency.
So it's all maple. There's
Yep.
nothing else added to it or whatever.
Yep.
It's always so cool to try the different products that are made from maple syrup. And then in some cases, some taste slightly different. What they do with the ones at Long Drive Acres is they soak them in whiskey barrels to give it that just slightly different flavor. No whiskey involved, but it's got that sort of different flavor if you're a fan of that.
Would you like to try a sample of the maple syrup, the whiskey barrel syrup?
Yeah, I would like to try that one.
Yeah, we're getting it because we've been asked by our son that usually comes here to
Pick one up for me?
yeah, because they bought one last year and they're almost gone.
It's like candy. I mean, obviously it's sugar and all and so forth, but it's just got like, yeah. From there, we headed out for stop number 2, making our way through the woods and along snow-covered back roads toward Mystic Valley Maples. Hi guys. It's warmer in here. We didn't know if we were going to make it. We started to slow down to turn, and we're doing this number. Going right on by.
I did the same thing, just brought over the trail load of sap.
Listen, you've been at it a while.
Yeah, this is our 16th year.
Now, do you have lines in the wood, or do you in the woods coming down to here, or do you bucket it in, so to speak?
No, absolutely not. we got about 2,300 taps, so no, we do not bucket.
Oh, that's too much, yeah.
We don't have a bucket.
Right.
In fact, we sold my last buckets this year, a couple of weeks ago. But no, we've got 2 leases. One has about 800 taps, the other one's got about 1,500. So there's a big tank at the bottom of the hill. These are the main lines. They run from the hill, running up the hill. These are laterals. They go from tree to tree to tree to tree, out through the woods. But then you've got the drops that go to the individual trees. Every spring you have to pull those and cut off new ones for the next year. And the following, we start about the 1st of January. We start tapping again for that year.
So the lines stay up all year?
It's a few miles of line in each sugar bush by the time you get it all run. So
Wow.
yeah, they stay up.
Well, I've never thought of it in those terms. Miles of line.
Yeah.
As we continued on, the roads were no joke either. At one point, they were bad enough that we came across a town snowplow sitting in the ditch, needing to be towed out. We had to take it slow and careful, but that's the way you get through if you have to on the roads when it's icy like this. Black Acres Sugar Shack.
Feel free if you want to check out our event space too, just down the road here a little bit.
Now you drain it all. You drain your syrup into there,
Yep.
and then it goes.
Yeah, so we mix it with diatrometrous earth, which is kind of that.
Oh, same like in pools.
Yeah, exactly. A filtering, a binder agent. That food grade comes through, and then what happens is it goes through our filter press, and then comes out. I'll just show you real quick what it looks like. Give me a second. It's an air press, so you can see it comes out crystal clear.
Oh, nice. That
Right.
perfect golden color.
Perfect golden color, yeah. And then all of the binding agent, all the diatomaceous earth stays in the filter press, and then we'll clean it later and do a new batch. So,
Yep.
All right.
yeah.
By the time we made it to Black Acres Farm, the snow had given the whole place a little extra character. And seeing the animals out in it was a pretty great way to wrap up that stop. Stop number 4, JB Farm, Chesterville. What started as a Maple Sunday outing turned into a full day of sugar houses, snowy roads, and memorable stops along the way. That was one day done right.